Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me. I was very impressed by your writing, though I'm afraid A.C will be unable to submit your work for publication. Please do think of us the next time you have a manuscript. I'll be very happy to read anything you write.
I know what you're thinking.
Good day.
I wrote in my book that because of my mixed-race heritage, many in the Asian community do not accept me as Chinese.
Well, you can add some of that to the non-Asian community as
Miss
well.
Williams, I am of Asian ancestry, and every word in that memoir is the absolute truth.
Oh, come now, my dear. No memoir is an absolute truth. If an author wants to tell the truth, they write fiction.
This is a picture of my great-grandmother Chow. She is the one who was sold as an 11th wife, beaten first by her husband, then by her 7 sons, one for each day of the week.
What?
Then, when she dared to associate with Christian missionaries, thrown down a well.
Okay.
Miraculously, she crawled out, only to be bayoneted by invading Japanese soldiers.
Cool, but
She survived those wounds, but then during the Cultural Revolution, she was sent to the countryside and made to pull carts loaded with oxen.
Well,
Wherever she may be today, I know in my heart that she is still suffering.
Yes, a very moving story.
Her feet were crushed with stones, and still she would not cry out.
I love that chapter. It brought a tear to my eye. But you could have gotten this anywhere. It doesn't prove a thing.
But I am Kwok Mei Lee.
All right. If you're determined to put me through this, luckily for you, I respect good writing. Let's see your driver's license.
Oh, I don't drive.
Okay, social security card.
Come on, no one keeps those things. You write the number down somewhere.
Bank card, universal phone card, gas bill, anything with your name on it. You expect me to believe that you don't carry a credit card.
Okay, I admit Kwok Mei Lee is more my Chinese name.
Exactly.
It seemed more appropriate to use it for my, known to food.
Then what name do you go by regularly?
You mean in white America?
If you insist.
Ashley.
Ashley? What?
Ashley Winterstone.
Really?
But I tend to think of that as my slave name.
I'll give you credit. You come more prepared than most.
Most.
This happens like twice a month. Why do you think A.C implemented a policy of meeting all of our multicultural authors face to face?
Twice a month.
Last month we had 4. This dates all the way back to '96, when they discovered a poem attributed to a Japanese A-bomb survivor had actually been written by a white academic in Ohio. I called him in for a meeting just to set eyes on the dumbass, but A.C didn't really start to worry until last year. That was when, you must have heard about the story, it wasn't exactly hushed up very efficiently.
Yeah, I have to admit, I read or saw all of his plays, and I was certain that they were written by a Chinese man.
Yes, and one of the most effective uses of makeup in theatrical history. At any rate, the rash of copycat authors that followed threatened to undermine the authenticity of all of our ethnic publications, so I hope you can understand why we had to resort to such rigorous security checks.
Of course! When I read a work by an Asian American author, I expect it to be authentic.
Look, we can't sell you as an Asian author. We can't put your face on
Why
the book
not?
jacket. Mei Lee, you're forcing me
In
to
my
do
chum
this.
Sam with my pigtails, maybe if you got like a full body shot,
I'm
or
sorry,
if I like turn my back to the camera. Hey! Give that back! This is so not fair!
It's just business.
People have always assumed that because I'm blonde, I couldn't possibly be Chinese. Lots of Eurasian children are blonde, even those that have only one white parent. With me, a quarter Chinese, it's entirely possible I could look the way I do and still be authentic.
All right. If you're determined to pursue this to the finish,
Absolutely.
luckily for you, we have a procedure for just such occasions.
What is that?
It takes blood samples.
Uh,
Are you really willing to submit to scientific verification?
Just out of curiosity, what % Asian does one have to be to get the A.C stamp of authenticity?
1/8. We consider any figure below that to be statistically random.
Where'd you get the 1/8?
Honestly, out of thin air. But a major corporation has to draw the line someplace, doesn't it?
Has it ever occurred to you that even a work written by someone who's non-Asian might still be authentic? Or that one written by someone who's a full-blood Asian might not be? What if the one written by the non-Asian was better?
Don't try to make my life more complicated than it already is.
What does authentic mean anyway, right? I mean, let's just say for a minute we weren't real people, we were fictional characters. Would we be authentic?
Not if we were written by a man.
Ow!
Look the other way. It makes life easier. In the end, really, we simply have to draw the line somewhere. to hold back the tides of anarchy. After all, it is the duty of those in charge to maintain order.